number 8, Poor Vader.
See, I thought Mapunga Summit represented some good value. I marked him, nearly equal second favourite. I just thought if Kraken Tommy can spear and get up the track, gives the opportunity for Mapunga Summit to maybe get the Mapunga Spirit run that I'm thinking if he can beat him to the fence, going through the corner, he might be able to get there. And you only have to go back 3 runs ago, Jace, he was able to defeat Indy Melman at Horsham, and that was pretty much on its own merits as well. And that form line has certainly been stacked up earlier in the night with a Group 1 win to Indy Melman.
Thanks, Tim. Indeed, Mapunga Spirit well backed, $1.45. So it's getting skinny, but she should get a runway to do her thing early on. But boys, you think it's too short. So who are we taking on for a bit of value? Yeah, well, I've got Mapunga Spirit on top, but I can't get anywhere near as short as that. I still got it in black figures in my market. So I think the one that I've put in for second, Mapunga Summit, I've got it marked around the $5 quote. I think it can run a really honest race. It bet Indy Melman here 3 back, Jace, at Horsham, and Indy Melman's come out and run a big race in the maturity final. So 1, 3, 4 and 6 my numbers, but yeah, Mapunga Spirit looks well drawn, but awfully short in the market. Michael Ty, what's your take on this one?
I'm looking at real out wide here, number 8, Poor Vader. I've marked her at $5 and she's currently $19 a winner, $6 a place. Keep in mind there's no third dividend here, but that's great insurance. There's $6 a place to run top 2. I think she's really well drawn out wide. Took a couple of runs this campaign to get back to her best, had some super wins at Traralgon, and then a chaotic race at Sandown. She only won it in 30-16, but she gave a real good kick late here, and I just like her drawn out wide. If Par Excellence can give her a card over at now into $17, I'm happy to find out here at a big price. That's number 8. Poor Vader, and I also like Mapunga Summit as well. If Nave said, a great value at $9.
And Mapunga Spirit, the red, he's got the 3 flames attached to his name on the Tab app. He's been well backed, expected to win. But as Duck mentioned, he likes a bit of value. That's the pink Poor Vader. Here's James for race 10.
Stay off the rail, it might assist him, but $1.60, touched $1.45, which looked unders. He's nudging back out a shade late. We'll see how he goes with that pressure from the middle. He just needs to hold his place, and he should be very hard to beat at the end. Set to run now. Fave in red. Often racing up with Allegious Shade, Mapunga Spirit going out quickly from the outside, Poor Vader. Par Excellence bursting through, Paul Palmer. And just getting a check, Mapunga Spirit. He's going to settle 3rd last. So Par Excellence led a length, Paul Palmer, who's bursting through on the rail and now takes command. 2 lengths away, Poor Vader, then Mapunga Summit. Promote Tilly just cut off Mapunga Spirit. The fave's in hot water. And Kraken Tommy at the end. Paul Palmer going well. 2.5, Poor Vader, who's starting to thrust down the middle. Here's Poor Vader right over the top. Big win that. Poor Vader mows down Paul Palmer. It's Poor Vader by 3/4 to Paul Palmer. 4 lengths away, 3rd Mapunga Summit. 4th, I'm not sure. Par Excellence was getting tired. Kraken Tommy, Mapunga Spirit, they were all there. And Promote Tilly was back at the end of the field. Strong closing section from Paul Vader has picked up Paul Palmer in 30 and 44.
Bang, 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 bang goes Michael Ty. Poor Vader wins it well and truly north of double-figure odds. Here's the head-on cut, Duck. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I said I like her drawn out wide here. I knew she'd stay out wide. It just seems to me that she just likes to keep her eye on the dogs drawn underneath her. And once she stayed out wide here, I'm just like, please don't get checked. I was very, very confident in the run because the 2 leaders were Paul Palmer and Par Excellence. Now, I'd rather be on them over 460 metres at Geelong type thing. So I just knew that Paul Vader would keep coming. For a few strides there, I thought Paul Palmer had pinched it, but then she just digs in there late. That's a huge result at a big price. I hope people follow me in there. I'm thrilled with that win by Paul Vader. So she's just been in ripping form since she's returned from a break. She's 76 starts into her career and she's racing as well as ever. Feather in the cap for the Delbridge camp. She's running her heart out for him.
And for the favourite, Nath, just look, he got that passage where Kraken Tommy was pushing off, but it just seemed like he got underneath Promote Tilly, who might have been the one that was jamming him into the fence.
He had every opportunity, really. He got the cover early, but, he was into ridiculously short quote, wasn't he? The bookies really got the lot there. He's a greyhound that's got decent enough ability, but he's not $1.40 pot off the red where he jumped out, Jason. He got his opportunity. Promote till he got to the path in front of him, but the runners out wide who I thought might struggle to get into the race were the ones that actually made the race. 6, 7 and 8 were the ones on speed, and Mapunga Summit was the one making ground up the fence late. But full credit to Michael Ty. He found a boulder late, and you follow him in and you get out of jail. There's been a few roughies tonight, and Mick's found you one here with Poor Vader, only start number 2 at the Meadows. Mick, you mentioned she's had 75 career starts throughout her career. Just now stepping up to 500. We talked about the Delbridge Kennel earlier with Poor Dame and not rushing the dogs up to, further distances. And this is most probably a prime example. She's taken to the back end of her career before they've had to throw up the stumps over 500. And she's just racing with good confidence. She's won a few in a row, 3 and 4 starts back. And she's just, she was just in the right place at the right time and utilised box 8 then, didn't she? And it wasn't a great race depth-wise, and that's most probably indicated by a 30-44.